Andrew McCart, iFLTV, delighted. And I mean it. It's been a while, Amir Khan. I know we spoke for about 5 minutes before I pushed record there, but yeah, how's things?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Thank you very much, man. It's always a pleasure seeing you as well and seeing the team. Doing okay, keeping busy, bro. Keeping busy. Live in Dubai now. Spend a lot of time over here. Still come to the UK. See my family. See my friends. I've got a lot of stuff going on there as well. But yeah, overall everything's good. Now, today made an announcement of Amir Khan Promotions in Nigeria teaming up with Bal Moral Group Promotions. It's on 1st of October, and that's going to be in Lagos, and that's going to be on the Independence Day. So
Right.
obviously it's going to be a big night of boxing there. So I've been busy doing that stuff. We've got the card more or less done as well. Obviously, Brandon Glanton versus Rocky Fielding. You know Rocky Fielding
I know
well from
Rocky
back
very
in the
well.
day.
Yep. Yep.
You know him very well. Brandon, obviously, Glanton had that lost to Chris Billen Smith, and then obviously with Rocky being out the ring for like 2.5 years, he's coming back and he's going to be a new weight, cruiserweight, not going to be cutting weight. He's always been a bigger guy, but
Mm.
I think cutting the weight sometimes maybe could used to kill that power. So I think he's going to be a better fighter now, not cutting the weight, and obviously he wins this fight, which he can, in my opinion, I think it can take him on to world title level. You know what I mean? If after this, because he's in that mix then. And then we've got another fight on, which is going to be Dan Aziz. He's
Yeah.
also from Nigeria. Now that's a fight that you want to, for Dan Aziz. I'm sure he wants to tick off the bucket list.
A fight in
Being
Africa, yeah.
Nigerian. Yeah, just
Mm.
like how O'Hara Davis fought in the last show in Ghana. He ticked off the bucket list having that one fight in his own home country.
Mhm.
Dan Aziz is doing the same thing there. And then obviously we've got another fighter from Ghana background, Richard Comey. He's the guy who fought against Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez, former world champion. So I think that's another good fight. And then we've got a fan favorite, Elvis
The soldier.
Ogora, sorry. The soldier, that's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
one. So he's gonna be there as well. So I'm sure he's gonna wanna. He's from Africa. He brings in big crowds. And one thing about Agoro is that I think the soldier, no one really gives him that time to train or get ready for a fight. He's always at such
Mm.
late notices. But this time it's not no it's late notice. We've given him a lot of time to get ready and also be ready for this fight. You know.
Yeah, I want to go to the main event, Grant, and obviously we seen that Chris Billam Smith fight and how it was a great fight. It was a back and forth fight. But then Rocky Fielding, you've mentioned 2.5, close to 3 years outside the ring, new weight. Is this a dangerous, tricky fight for Rocky? I mean, it has been a long time out the ring, and he is up an extra what, 25 pounds from his last time he fought 3 years ago.
Yeah,
And I
he
think it
wants
was
to.
against
He
Dan
wants to
Aziz.
do it. Yeah, he wants to do this. He wants to. He wants it. He's like, bro, I want this fight. And I'm like, you sure? And he's like, yeah, 100%, bro. I think it'd be a fantastic fight for me. And I was taking that time out. He's had that time to recover and look over his career, and he feels that he used to kill himself making the weight.
Hmm.
And obviously, with what he's seen in Brandon fight, he's like, I want to fight this Brandon guy. I think I know I can beat him. Like he's confident, like he's gonna beat this guy. So he's not only coming just to make numbers; he's coming to win the fight as well.
And he trains as well because we follow each other on Instagram, and I see he's always training. He's always putting up training
Always in the
set. Yeah.
gym, bro. Always in the
Hmm.
gym training, and then sometimes you think that let me see if I still got it. I seen him sparring a couple of weeks ago at Box IQ in Dubai, and he looked really good. And I'm like, and I thought maybe he's retired. I didn't know he was retired for like 2.5 years. I thought he was a bit shorter than that because he looked so good.
Mm.
He's always kept himself in shape. But he's had to give his body that rest, and sometimes your body needs that rest before you come back again and have that second wind.
Hmm.
So maybe that's what it is.
I mean, how much are you enjoying this side of boxing? Now, I can remember the Olympics when you came out in 2004, followed your career, you went to the US, Lamont Peterson, the Maidana fights, the Devin Alexander fights, and that.
Hard
How much
fights,
are
bro.
you enjoying sitting ringside and watching the youngsters coming through and putting on these big
Yeah.
shows? But I mean, Ghana was the first. We know that Matchroom are now going to looking like they're going to put a show on Ghana, but you've already done it. Now you're going to Nigeria. How much are you enjoying this whole process of being a promoter?
You know what, bro? I'm enjoying it a lot because I'm not taking the punches this time. Where normally you'd be taking the punches, and I've had my wars, and I made my name by having the wars and having the great performances. Win or lose, I always give him. I left my heart in there. You know what I mean? I fought with my heart. And it's just good to see now. Sit back and watch the up and coming fighters. You've got up and coming Asian fighters coming through as well, like Adam Azim, who's a great fighter. You've got Hamza Shiraz, who's ticking all the boxes
Yeah.
and he's proving everyone wrong. I mean, what he's doing in the sport is fantastic. And I was just with him and his dad last week in Saudi, and I thought, wow, the guy is the lot. He's very big and strong. I mean, and I thought if he was to ever fight Canelo, he would give Canelo some big problems because he's so big and strong. And I think it would be a fantastic fight, regardless Canelo wins or loses his next fight against Crawford. I think that's a big fight that should be given to Hamza.
Well, you know what, Amir, that's probably a nice segue into this then, because Amir, you are probably the only person in the world that's in a very, very, very unique position. And come September next month, your phone's going to be off the hook because you fought both Canelo and you fought Crawford. So, like I say, you're in a very, very unique position and probably the only person in the
Yeah,
world that can probably break this fight down for us because you've shared the ring with us, with both fighters. Sorry.
yeah,
So that being
yeah.
said,
You're right.
Amir,
Yeah.
when you look at both fighters, when you've shared the ring with them, you know their movements, you've felt their punches. Can you pick a winner?
Okay. Canelo hits harder
Hmm.
and is not as slow as people think he is. He's very fast when he puts his combinations together. Has decent footwork as well and a good head movement. Right. We've seen his head movement in the past. Very good head movement, and a lot of people try to run away from him. And now I think it's got to a stage where he likes to box more and doesn't want to go into that fifth gear now. He doesn't
Mm.
need to. So he's like, I'm just gonna get the win, even if it goes the distance. Especially in the last fight against the guy that was running, the Cuban fighter, the when he fought in the Riyadh season in Riyadh. So Canelo now is more of a careful fighter. He's done what I think he's had his wars and made his name, so he's more like laid back now. But he can't be laid back against the Crawford because Crawford comes to fight. Now Crawford, in my opinion, I saw a picture of him and he looks strong, look powerful, and holds the weight well. I've seen him spar and wrestle heavyweights and take them down. Bro, like I've been in camp with him. The guy
Mm.
is an animal. The guy's a beast. I do lean more towards Crawford in this fight. You know what I mean? I give it a 60-40 towards Crawford because he's just a solid guy. And I don't think Crawford's been in any wars, as many hard wars as Canelo has been in some wars and been hit a lot by a lot of big fighters and big weights. He's gone up and down a weight, and I think that doesn't help as well, going up and down weights. But being in the ring, obviously, we know that when I fought them, Canelo has power that knocks you and hurts you, right? Does he still have the power? Power doesn't really leave you. So that power will always be there. Whereas with Crawford, Crawford was making me fall short.
Mm.
His hand-eye coordination was so on point. His timing was on point. He'd make me miss, but whereas Canelo, I could hit Canelo anytime I wanted. It felt
Mm.
like it was easy to hit. With Crawford, I couldn't do that because it would make me fall short and it'll catch me over the top. And I'm thinking, how's this guy doing this? Even though I've got the speed on my side, and he had good footwork as well. And then obviously switches southpaw orthodox. So, bro, it was amazing, you know.
Well,
Um,
I've got to ask then, Amir, you jumped up a weight to fight. I think it was like middle, or above like
yeah,
middleweight. You went up to fight
yeah.
Canelo Alvarez. He's jumping up two weights, Crawford. He's jumping up two weight classes. He's been out the ring 13 months. All good?
Yeah, sorry, bro. Yeah,
I'm
you know
saying, I'm
what? You're
saying
right there.
Crawford's jumping up two weight classes. He's been out the ring 13 months. Can we look into that and think this is quite a dangerous fight for Crawford? The fact that he's jumping up two weight classes because you've done it
He's
yourself.
not as active. Yeah, I've done it myself and he's not been that active. But then again, you know, one thing about Crawford, he's always in the gym. He's always taking over. He's always training. He's always doing something. You get
Mm.
me?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So, I don't know. I just
Listen,
feel like Crawford, in my opinion, still has it in him. He's one of them that always keeps himself moving, calm, and everything else. So, yeah, I give the fight to Crawford still, even though he's been at the ring for such a long time. I still give it to him because I think his hand-eye coordination is just on point, bro. Like his
mm,
timing, everything, and something that will never leave you.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I think he's the fresher at the two as well, don't you think?
Again, will you be there September? I mean, like I said, your phone's
Hopefully,
going.
hopefully, I'd like to be there. Yeah, I'd like to be at the fight. Yeah.
I noticed that you were out in Saudi for Moses Itauma. I don't think that Coogan managed to get your thoughts on the fight or get your reflections on it. Now, I mean, like I said to you, from 2004 when you came out the Olympic Games with that silver medal,
Yeah,
you're the only Olympian that we had from Great Britain in the Olympics in Athens back in
yeah,
2004. You carried British boxing for a long, long time. You took yourself to America. The pressure of carrying British boxing on your shoulders at such a young age. Moses Itauma is young. When you look at Moses Itauma and how he's handling everything that's thrown at him, does it remind you a little bit of how you? I mean, you know yourself as a young fighter, pressure can either make you or fold you. It seems like he's handling it quite well, Moses Itauma.
yeah. No, he's handling it really well. And honestly, like my days are over now. You know what I mean? And it's always good to like look back and people used to think of you in that way.
Mm,
But look, I think with Moses, he's got the speed, power. I mean, look at the way he was throwing them shots, bro. So accurate and so on point and so fast. Looked like a middleweight in there, even a
mm,
lightweight in there. Yeah, I mean, he was very quick. And then obviously when the fight happened, when he got that win, I mean, it looked so easy. Like it's like he never broke a sweat. Now, yeah, he's gonna get a lot of people. Look with him. What I think one thing that he needs, he can't rush. I had the same thing as well. Obviously, I did make some mistakes where I rushed some fights against the Prescott fight. I went in, didn't know nothing about him.
mm.
But then obviously that was a big wake up learning curve for me. Now with Otama, I don't think he needs that learning. He doesn't need that wake up call because he seems very focused. He's and let the promoter and the managers manage him the right way. And the mistake I made back in the days, I wanted to fight. I would overcome what the promoters would say and fight. When say I want to fight this guy, I want to fight that guy. But really, the promoters are the ones that know how to build you and know what the right fights are to take. Because, like I said, say now I see that there's talks about Otama fighting against people saying, "Oh, you should fight against Usyk." No, there's just boxing fans saying that. If you look at it as a business, this guy's only 20 years old. He's got
Mm,
another 10 years easily in the sport of boxing. Let's build him slowly. Build him slowly. Put him in with like a Hrgovic who just got a good win. Put him in with Parker. That's another good win.
mm.
um, and then slowly build him instead of rushing it. And then if he rushes it, God forbid, he gets that one bad beating against Usyk, people are gonna write him off again, and that he might not overcome that, right? Or people writing him off. So he's in a tough position. He's in a difficult position because people, the pressure he's gonna get from media and press and boxing fans, they're gonna force him into a fight. Don't let him be forced. I hope he doesn't get forced into it. He just needs his manager and let the promoter dictate and do everything. He shouldn't really let anyone get into his head. He's a great fighter. He's got great future ahead of him as long as he's looked after it the right way.
You're a promoter now, Amir. You almost answered my next question there. Now, as a promoter, if you had Moses Itauma fighting on one of your shows and you were looking at that heavyweight scene, you mentioned Hrgovic, you mentioned Parker, you mentioned Usyk there. There's other fighters like Ajit Kabayao, Jared Anderson. Who would you put him in as a promoter? Who would you put him in with?
I'd put him in next with Hrgovic, and then I'll put him in after that with Parker.
Too soon for Usyk?
Very soon for two very soon for Usyk. I don't think he should take that fight just yet. Give it another 12 to 18 months for that fight.
Definitely. But Amir,
He's only
listen,
20. You have to understand. What's he going to be 22 when he fights Usyk? Come on.
yeah, I
You know
think
what I
he's
mean?
21 in
Uh,
December, isn't he? 21 in December, I think he is. Yeah.
December, yeah. So he's very young. He's very young. And sometimes fights like that can destroy you, your career, your confidence, and everything. We don't know what he's going to be like when he gets beat. Imagine he might just say, "I don't want to do it again." You just don't know how a fighter is going to react. So why put him in that position where he's going to get beaten? Why put him in a hard fight? Build him, let him build, and he can become a superstar in the sport of boxing if he's managed well and right.
Definitely, Amir. Listen, one final one for me. You've got a massive show in Nigeria coming up. Sell the
Yeah,
fight, sell the whole card. You mentioned Rocky Fielding returns in a cruiserweight
yeah.
clash against Brandon Glanton, who was in a war against Chris Smith, IBF former world champion, and Richard Comey, Dana Seas in a light heavyweight division that's red hot right now as well. Sell it to me, Amir.
So look, it's going to be on Independence Day, 1st of October. I want everyone to tune in. It's going to be on the zone. The fight's going to be on the zone, and it's filled with a cracking card, different weight categories, up and down, different people from all over the world. It's like an international fight card. Um, and you'll see the fan base is going to be electric. Being on an independent state, there's going to be entertainment there as well. There'll be live music and everything else there as well. And to see, I mean, this is something for to see if a fighter like Rocky Fielding can come back and become a world champion again. I mean, he's seen fighters do it before. We've seen many fighters do it before. He can be the second. He can be another fighter like that. But the card's stuck with great fighters with Dan Aziz as well, fighting back in his home country, ticking off that bucket list. He wants to fight there in front of his home man, his home country. Then you've got Richard Comey, another great fighter from Africa as well. And then, I mean, obviously, Elvis Goro as well. So there's going to be loads of great fights there. I'm really looking forward to it. It's only our second promoted show, and from this, more will come. But we've already got a stacked year of announcing more shows as well. So I thought I'd get these out of the way as well. But like I said, when we want to focus on per show and take our baby steps. You know, I'm still learning as I go on, and because I work with every promoter out there, maybe it'll be nice to maybe get a bit of advice from the greats out there, and slowly let's see how we move forward.
I mean, like I said, it's been a pleasure to speak to you again, my friend. It's been a while since I've
Well,
spoke to
thanks, man.
you. I know had a busy day. Enjoy some time off if you can. I know it's been a busy day for you doing these calls.
Thank you,
Thank you so
bro.
much,
And
Amir.
it'd be nice to see you. And do send my regards. Send my regards to the family and also the boxing club, the Lock End. We love the gym. Terry and everyone. Send my regards to them. And also the champ from Scotland.
Josh
Um,
Taylor, yeah,
Josh Taylor. We were just talking about him earlier. Sorry, it just went right out of my head. But Josh Taylor as well. I wish him all the very best. I know he's retired now, but
mm,
let's hope that he's going strong and doing well.
definitely.
God
I mean,
bless.
listen, God bless you, brother. I'll speak to you soon. Thanks very much.